All right, very good evening to you, friend. This Sunday, 6 p.m. In this edition of This Is Exclusive, we are focusing on Jammu and Kashmir and reports that the INDI is failing there as well. In fact, the Congress party is eyeing all 5 seats of the state for the Lok Sabha elections to contest and is now asserting pressure on the PDP and the National Conference for the same. This comes as the tussle for seat sharing continues, with the Congress is struggling with its allies in other states, from Punjab to Uttar Pradesh to Bengal, and in Bihar, of course, Nitish Kumar now having left the INDI and gone to the NDA. There is some reprieve. Let's go to Gursimran and try to understand what's happening in Jammu and Kashmir. There was some AICC meet that took place, and I believe a decision has been taken. Let's go to Gursimran. Gursimran, if you're getting me, what was this meeting about? Did they discuss the possibility of not having an alliance? Did they discuss candidates, possible candidates, only because there could be an eventuality of INDI coming undone completely? What was the scene like at this meeting of the Congress party insofar as candidate selection or the alliance making in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned?
See, Abhishek, if we speak of this meeting, AICC Lok Sabha screening meeting that has taken place on February 2nd in Jammu, that was to discuss the list of probable candidates. Every seat has 5 probables from the Congress party, and the discussion has taken place on all 5 seats of Jammu and Kashmir. That is the Jammu Lok Sabha seats, Udhampur Lok Sabha seat, Anantnag Rajouri Lok Sabha seat, the Central Kashmir and the North Kashmir Lok Sabha seats. The discussions have taken place, and the list of the candidates that have been finalized, 5 candidates that will be submitted, has already been submitted by now to the Congress High Command by the yes, Abhishek, by the team that has come here, led by the former Minister of State Bhakta Charan Das. Important to mention that in Jammu and Kashmir, what is happening, that the parties like National Conference and PDPs, they were okay with giving 2 seats to the Congress party. That is, 2 seats are the Jammu Lok Sabha seat and the Udhampur Lok Sabha seats that were with the Congress party last time as well. They had no problem with this, but now the Congress party is starting pressurizing the Kashmir-based political parties, the National Conference and PDP, that their cadre aspiration is that they should contest from the Rajouri Lok Sabha seat, and the logic that they have given for the same, that they have got 3.75 lakh votes in that seat last time when the Rajouri and Poonch was with the Jammu Lok Sabha seats. Post that, the delimitation has taken place last year only, and now the Congress say that they have a major claim there. But National Conference is saying that they are willing to contest all 3 seats that they have won, including the South Kashmir that has now been merged with the Rajouri Poonch. And the vote that Congress got in 2019 is their vote that they gave to Congress as part of the unconditional support that they have extended to the Congress party. And now what it seems that ahead of even a single meeting has not taken place for the alliance, the war of words has begun, and the pressure is mounting now on the Congress party, as the National Conference has made their stand very firm that Omar Abdullah wants that the 3 seats that they have won, they should be contesting on all these seats. This doesn't mean that the Congress will not be getting any seats, but this also means that the alliance is heading to nowhere, because if we go by these numbers, that the National Conference will be contesting the 3 seats which the National Conference actually wants, and Congress will be contesting the 2 here only without going into the valley. Even then, the PDP will be out of the alliance, because PDP won't be getting a single seat, and same is the case for the Congress party, because they too have some of the key candidates that want to contest from the Rajouri Poonch, including their former JKPCC President Ghulam Ahmad Mir, who happens to be General Secretary and in charge of the Jharkhand affairs. He is very keen to contest from the Anantnag Rajouri Lok Sabha seats. So keeping all this equation into consideration, what it seems for now, that it is going to be a similar repeat of 2019, which the opposition will call a friendly contest, Abhishek.
All right, thank you so much, Gursimran, for that lowdown on the Jammu and Kashmir politics and the possibility of alliances or the alliances falling apart. Remember, for the INDI that's taking shape or not taking shape, there is also Pagda in Jammu and Kashmir, and it has also been sort of non-starter. On that note, we move on and on to the most important political story of the last week, which is the change of government in Jharkhand, of the same party, same alliance, but change of chief minister. after Hemant Soren was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in the Army land scam case. As the Jharkhand political thriller continues, JMM MLAs who took off to Hyderabad as Champai Soren was sworn in as the new Chief Minister of the state are now heading back to Ranchi, is what we are being told. In fact, it seems under heavy security cover, and they would be carted back to their home state from the Congress-ruled Telangana after the swearing-in ceremony of the Chief Minister. Champai Soren happened day before yesterday. And I'm told Aneri is going to join us live. There is going to be a floor test in the Jharkhand Assembly, because of which all the MLAs are to be brought back. In fact, the Chief Minister, Champai Soren, spoke to the DGP and gave instructions regarding security of the MLAs coming from Hyderabad. So it seems that an attachment or detachment rather of Jharkhand police, I beg your pardon, has travelled to Hyderabad to bring those MLAs back in a security cordon. And they would, of course, be taken to the circuit house in Ranchi. But before that, let's speak to Aneri and try to understand what's really happening in Hyderabad. Aneri, over to you. The MLAs were kept in a resort, I believe, and now being taken out. Have they already been taken out of the place they were, and have they flown out, or some last-minute arrangements still being made? What's the scene like there in Hyderabad?
Well, Abhishek, definitely a lot of political developments which have been taking place in Jharkhand, where we saw that how Hemant Soren was arrested, and following which a lot of political developments, and later we also saw Champai Soren taking oath as the Chief Minister on Friday. Later, we also saw 39 of JMM and coalition MLAs arriving in Hyderabad. They had stayed at a resort here in Hyderabad, in the outskirts of Hyderabad, and now just some time back, all these MLAs of JMM and coalition had left from the resort and arrived at the airport. And just some time back, just 10 minutes back, we what we are learning is that they had a flight to Ranchi back at around 6 p.m. So it is expected that around 7:30 all of these MLAs will be landing in Ranchi, because tomorrow being a very important day for JMM, as there is a floor test which is all set to take place tomorrow. So numbers are very important for them, as Champai Soren has already taken oath as the Chief Minister, but following which numbers have to be very much in their favor, and that is the reason why all these MLAs were flown down to Hyderabad. Remember, Telangana is now ruled by the Congress-led government is there in the state of Telangana, and that is one big reason why we had seen all of these MLAs being brought to Hyderabad. They were staying at a resort under high security. All of these MLAs were staying, and also a large convoy was there along with the bus in which all of these MLAs were traveling. So definitely we'll have to wait and watch tomorrow the floor test, which is very important and which is very crucial for JMM as well after the arrest of Hemant Soren.
All right, Aneri, thank you for that update. Let's see what's really happening in Ranchi before the MLAs arrive. Lomas Jha joins us from Ranchi at the airport. In fact, Lomas, how long before the charter flight arrives? And what are the arrangements there in Ranchi to take care of these MLAs once they are back? Are they going to be allowed to go back to their respective homes, or are they going to be still carted away and kept in a circuit house till the floor test happens? And is the floor test tomorrow? And if yes, what are the arrangements of the floor test in Ranchi tomorrow? Lomas.
बिल्कुल अभिषेक, मैं आपको जानकारी दे दूं कि जो विधायक हैदराबाद में मौजूद थे वो विधायक अब चार्टर्ड प्लेन में बैठ चुके हैं, और कुछ ही देर के बाद वो रांची एयरपोर्ट पर लैंड होते हुए दिखेंगे। और ये कहा जा रहा है कि लगभग 1.5 घंटे का समय लगेगा जब ये विधायक रांची एयरपोर्ट पर लैंड करेंगे। और रांची एयरपोर्ट पर पहले से ही सुरक्षा की सुविधा यहाँ पर व्यवस्था की गई है, और साथ ही उनके लिए एक बस की व्यवस्था की गई है। और पहले आपने देखा कि सीएम ने डीजीपी को निर्देश दिए हैं सुरक्षा संबंधित, और पूरी तरीके से जो विधायक हैदराबाद से आएंगे उनको किस तरीके से यहाँ से सुरक्षित लेके जाना है गेस्ट हाउस तक, और वहाँ पर पूरी तरीके से नाकाबंदी करनी है जिससे कि किसी तरीके से परेशानी ना हो। क्योंकि आपको याद होगा कि कल पूरी तरीके से झारखंड की नई सरकार के लिए बहुत बड़ा दिन है। कल फ्लोर टेस्ट होना है, उससे पहले किसी तरीके की जो गलती है वो ना हो पाए, उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए यहाँ पर सीएम ने डीजीपी से भी बात की। और साथ में आपको जानकारी दे दें, अभी हम एयरपोर्ट पे मौजूद हैं, तमाम गाड़ियां यहाँ पे लगना शुरू हो चुकी है। मैं अपने विजय को बोलूंगा कि वो एक बार गाड़ियों का काफिला दिखाए। यहाँ पे पर्सनल गाड़ियां भी लग चुकी है और कुछ देर के बाद जो बस इनको छोड़ने के लिए आई थी वो बस यहाँ पर लग जाएगी, और उसी बस के जरिए तमाम जो बताया जा रहा है कि संख्या 39 की है विधायकों की, उनको वो बस यहाँ से सर्किट हाउस लेके जाएगी, वहां पर वो रहेंगे। और रहने के बाद कल
फ्लोर टेस्ट के बारे में भी बता दें, कल के फ्लोर टेस्ट का इंतजाम क्या है
होगा ये विधानसभा में। वहां पर जो नए सीएम है चंपक सोरेन, उनके निर्देशन में तमाम जो विधायक हैं वो पूरी तरीके से अपना समर्थन वहां पे दिखाते हुए नजर आएंगे। साफ तौर पे लगातार ये आरोप लगाया जा रहा था कि कई सारे विधायक नाखुश हैं, कई सारे विधायक चाहते हैं कि जो सीएम है वो कोई और बने, लेकिन पूरी तरीके से आपने देखा किस तरीके से विधायकों का समर्थन मिला। और एक वीडियो भी जेएमएम की तरफ से जारी किया गया था। उस वीडियो में एक एक करके विधायकों ने अपनी गिनती दिखाई कि पूरी तरीके से हम सरकार बनाने में सक्षम है, और तमाम विधायक जितने भी विधायक हैं उनकी संख्या जो बहुमत होनी चाहिए उससे काफी।
लोमस, आप जो बात कह रहे हैं कि कुछ विधायक नाराज हैं चंपई सोरेन की चॉइस से, या जो हेमंत सोरेन ने चॉइस की है चंपई सोरेन की, और इसके कारण शायद थोड़ा सा अभी भी दुविधा बनी हुई है कि सरकार के पास संख्या है कि नहीं। ऑफ कोर्स टुमारो 11 AM when the floor test happens in the Jharkhand assembly in Ranchi, things would become clearer. But let's listen to some of the sentiment of the MLAs who were taken to Hyderabad, if you get even a hint of their unhappiness over the choice of Champai Soren.
The courts intervened and removed those doubts. CM has been allowed to vote. We had sufficient numbers, quite cushioned number, in fact more than the majority. People who are angry have also realized that it will be a mistake, it will be a mandate against the democracy. Therefore we are all intact. We do not need to come. We came because BJP was still trying to break us. Not by giving us money, it was not lucre money or some kind of greed. It was the fear, it was the threat of ED, CBI, income tax. It was unnecessary haunting of MLAs, public representative. What they are trying to do, they are trying to break every opposition state. So one had to do this. You'll have to say it's a fight for constitution, it's a fight for democracy.
Sir, after Jharkhand now, Patna MLAs are coming to Hyderabad, sir. We have confirmed news about
because
that.
the government has not had a
20 MLAs are landing.
They have not had a floor test.
Yeah.
And both sides are fighting.
Yeah.
When the government decides to fight the undemocratic way, the opposition has a right to fight it.
Yes.
So
you'll form the government tomorrow?
There's no doubt we'll not only form the government, we'll run the government fully, and we'll come back with majority. Now that the people are on our side, they've seen the naked dance of power and money.
Thank you very much.
All right, those are some of the MLAs talking about the floor test and the only place where it can be decided whether government has majority or not. But Aneri, you were a witness to these MLAs spending about 48 hours or 72 hours to be precise in Hyderabad. Did you get a sense that there was some sense of apprehension or fear that their government might not survive if you ever interacted with any one of them while they were in Hyderabad? Also, what kind of support was provided by the Telangana government to these MLAs given the fact that JMM is an ally of the Congress party?
Well, definitely we see that it was a complete, the Congress party has given a complete support to all of these JMM leaders here, because since, as you look at the scenario which has happened since the time of the arrival of all these JMM MLAs along with their coalition, we had seen that how security was provided, including AICC in charge Deepadas Munshi, Telangana Minister Ponnam Prabhakar and many other observers of the Telangana Congress had also arrived at the Begumpet airport when all of these MLAs had landed, and following following which a large number of convoy, long vehicles was following this bus so that no untoward situation takes place or anything wrong goes with all of these MLAs, and that is the reason to make sure that they have the numbers with them. The numbers are very important at this point in time for JMM and coalition to form the government tomorrow, because Champai Soren has already taken oath as the Chief Minister and a complete support being given by the Telangana Congress as well. So that is one big reason why all these MLAs were flown down from Ranchi to Hyderabad on Friday, and just some time back a large number of vehicles, near about 40 to 50 vehicles along with the bus had started from resort and arrived at the Shamshabad airport, and they have now taken off from Hyderabad airport and will be shortly reaching Ranchi as well.
Right. Okay. Let me now take a final question from Lomas, who's in Ranchi. Lomas, कल के बारे में ज़रा बात करें. जो इंतज़ामात हैं वहाँ पे रांची में फ्लोर टेस्ट के, तो आपको लोगों से बात करके लगता है ज़रा भी संशय है कि जो सरकार है उसके पास संख्या शायद कुछ कम ज़्यादा हो जाए, या बिल्कुल एकदम आत्मविश्वास है कि जेएमएम और कांग्रेस मिला के आसानी से अपने संख्या बल दिखा देंगे फ्लोर ऑफ द हाउस पे?
देखिए, आप अगर बात करें कि कल के दिन की, तो कल के दिन को लेकर के जेएमएम और जेएमएम के गठबंधन की जो विधायक है वो काफ़ी तैयार है. वो अपने लोगों को यहाँ पे भरोसा देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि हमारे जितने भी विधायक हैं वो एकजुट हैं, और ये साफ तौर पे हो जाता है कि कल का दिन काफ़ी महत्वपूर्ण है और सारे विधायक पूरी तरीके से बहुमत साबित करने में सफल होंगे. लेकिन अगर अंदर खाने की बात करें तो साफ तौर पे कई विधायकों में ये देखा जा रहा है और कई सीनियर नेता ये भी दबी आवाज में कहते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं कि अगर उनको डर नहीं था तो फिर उनको हैदराबाद शिफ्ट क्यों किया गया. अभी लॉबिन हैब्रम ने जो प्रेस वार्ता करके ये जाहिर किया कि अगर इनको अपने विधायकों पे ही विश्वास नहीं था तो इन्हें हैदराबाद क्यों शिफ्ट किया गया. देखिए, सवाल तो अपने ही लोग यहाँ पे उठा रहे हैं. साफ तौर पे जो लॉबिन हैब्रम है वो सीनियर नेता हैं जेएमएम के, और साफ तौर पे उन्होंने खुद ये सवाल उठाया है कि अगर इनको अपने विधायकों से ही डर नहीं था टूटने का तो इन्होंने इनको शिफ्ट क्यों किया. कल के लिए पूरी तैयारी कर ली गई है और कल एक बड़ा दिन है. अब देखने वाली बात होगी, क्योंकि झारखंड की अगर बात करें, झारखंड में 11 बार ऐसा समय आया है जहां पर सरकार को फ्लोर टेस्ट देना पड़ा है. तो कल देखने वाली बात होगी कल के फ्लोर टेस्ट में क्या ये जेएमएम की गठबंधन सरकार सफल हो पाती है या फिर इसमें भी एक सवालिया निशान लग पाता है. बैक टू स्टूडियो.
ओके लोमस, धन्यवाद आपके सब जानकारी के लिए. इनफैक्ट देयर इज अ फ्लोर टेस्ट हैपनिंग इन नेबरिंग बिहार ऑल्सो वेरी सून, बट वी विल कम टू दैट. Before that, we slip into a short break also.